Hadoop exam learning resources. Here we'll be discussing second problem scenario from the simulator. So let me open the simulator here and go to the next problem scenario. So what this problem scenario says, like there is a parent organization called Acmeshell Group Inc, which has two child companies named like quicktechie Inc and another is a Hadoop exam Inc. Both companies has employee information given in two separate text files as below, quicktechie.txt and hadoopexam.txt. Please do the following activity for the employee table. So we'll be given this data, like in this data we can copy it from here as well. So what it says, which command will you use to check all the available command line options on HDFS, and how will you get the help of our individual command first. So let's do these things. Actually we don't think so, we need the data for this. So this is like just to learn, get acquainted with the Hadoop available command. Okay, so let me clear this first window and then go to this copied in HDFS. So HDFS DFS is the command which will give you the all available command first. So like ls we have done, like this is all available HDFS related command. Okay, so this is the first exercise, and get to had the individual help on the command. So like I want to know what is the get command does actually. So let's do this HDFS DFS hyphen help get. So you can get the help for specific to get command, what all available options in the get command. So get hyphen p ignore crc related, so we don't need right now in depth to go on this. Actually that is fine, we need to just copy this content and permission related things, so using the hyphen p. So that's the, this is the how we get the command help. What is the next exercise? Create a new empty directory named employee using command line, and also create an empty file name in it quicktechie.txt. so that it means it is asking us to do these things on the where the on HDFS. Okay, so we'll be creating this directory uh, you like, okay, quicktechie.txt inside this. So let's first create the directory. So that is like similar to your Unix command hdfs dfs hyphen make directory mkdir employee. So let's see first whether we do have already existing directory, then we have to delete hdfs dfs ls. If we don't have, then it's great. Employee directory we already have here. So let me tell you, you can remove the directory from command line, but before that I want to get understood the hue as well. There is another things actually which will be provided in the Cloudera, so that use this hue for do the many activity if you don't know the command and command is not asked it to put in the exam, correct? So then if you want to like do fast things, like to clear it out the things you don't remember the command, so there is a file browser available. Okay, this error you can ignore it. This is just this a file system, it will give you the file system. Okay, so this is a virtual machine, so little bit slow, so be with me. And okay, so now these are all the directories we have created, but you can just delete it if you don't need it. Like categories we have created recently, we don't need it. We can even delete these directories to avoid. So directly like temporary directory while working, if you have created, you can delete it. Like in previous exercise we have created target directory, warehouse directory, we don't need it right now. So let's move and to trace and delete forever. Okay, so in real exam, please remember you might have created this directory for your as a solution of your problem, so don't delete it blindly. So this is one way of doing the delete actually of file system, using the file system. There are another way of deleting the file using the command line, we'll discuss on this as well, but I just want to get introduced to hue, so that's the reason I'm using it. Okay, so now let's see what it is saying. Create a directory in HDFS using the name employee and create a dummy file in it called quicktechie.txt. So let's using the command line HDFS DFS mkdir hyphen mkdir What is the directory name? Employee. Create it. Okay, let's get it created, and inside that we need to create an empty file. What it is saying, you create it using the hue. Correct. Now it's saying create now quicktechie.txt. So let's create this. This is a very simple step actually. Let me go to the virtual machine again using the hue, refresh it, because we have just there's no refresh button. Okay, so let's go to this user and then again go inside the Cloudera. Okay, so whatever the HDFS file system default in the quick VM, you will get it under the user Cloudera. So whatever we are not using absolute path right now, we are using like relative path, so everything would be created under user underscore Cloudera directory. So let's go and see employee directory has been created. Okay, so now there is a way to create a file inside this here, this using file, and give the name and just say enter. So it will create an empty file. Okay, you can add the content in this file by using the edit file. So that's the part of second exam. I'm just get like this part steps has been given to get acquainted with the system actually. So this is not actually the part in the real exam. This kind of thing will be asked, like creating a directory could be part of the task, and creating a file using hue won't be the questions, but it would help you to do the many things during your exam. So you can delete this, load both the company's employee data and employee directory, how to override existing file in HDFS. So it is saying create I don't want to use the hue now, because this is the they are really mean to use the what I would say command line options to copy this content. So what we will be doing actually, will be creating this file in the local file system first. Okay, so let's go to the our local virtual machine command line options. Let's open it and open the terminal and do this, go to the desktop. Okay, sorry, this is twice cd desktop. And what next it is saying, uh, okay, so we need to first create two files in this employee directory on the this what I say in the on the desktop. Okay, so let's copy this content from the simulator and create a file quicktechie.txt. So let's go to the desktop. uh, okay, first create the directory here. Create folder employee. Okay, inside that create a new file, create a document empty file, and name should be quicktechie.txt. You can copy it here using Ctrl C and give the name file. Open this file, edit this file, add the content here using Ctrl C. So you have to be that fast during the exam as well. Oh, sorry, so this is like my this problem is from editor. Okay, you just have to put in the new line. Okay, simulator is not allowing you to put in the new line. Okay, so now this is the content, you can save it. Okay, so now similarly close this, create another file, empty file, and what is the name should be given to the file, hadoopexam.txt. Sorry, where it is in the virtual machine. Create this file. So they will definitely ask you such type of things to do. So that there is a variation. Okay, so that definitely like every person will get different things actually. So this should be in the new line, every employee ID, and this three field actually name and their locations. Okay, so I have copied this two file here, created this. Now using the command line options, we will put this file in the employee directory. Okay, so we are saying put minus f option. What it does is actually, if employee directory already exists in the HDFS file system, then override this directory. That's what it means. So let's control C and use this command on the terminal. HDFS df put command is to put from your local file system to the HDFS file system this employee directory. So it will override the existing HDFS directory because we have used forced option -f. So this would be asked actually, like you have already created, we have already created employee directory, correct? And if we have not used -f options, then it will give you the error. Let me give you the HDFS dfs -ls employee directory. So our content should be in this directory. Okay, so now quick take it. So the one temporary file has been created, tilde, you can ignore this file. So this two file has been created inside this. Okay, so now what here if I want to say, like don't use the force options and then try to copy this file. What it says actually can be alright, because this is the reason Cloudera won't allow you to override by default, because this is a big data system and any big file can be overridden, then it would be a huge loss for the company. So that's the reason they are saying by force, only by using the force option you can override the directory, else you cannot override the directory. Okay, so what is the next part of the assignment? Okay, so what it says, merge both the employee data in a single file called merge employee.txt. Merge file should have new line character at the end of each file. If you won't have new line character, then the last line would be like appended, like first last line of the first file and first line of the second file would be appended in the single line. So we don't want to do this, so please use the new line character between the two files, so that would be fine. So what option is available to merge this is the get merge options is available, and this is new line character if you want to put in between the two files when you do the merge option. And what is the new file name is the merge file name employee merged employee.txt. So we'll be using the merging this file name here. So in this file, whatever content inside the employee directory needs to be merged. So that is, this exercise is being asked because when you run the map reduce job, it will create a lot of partitions files, like we have seen in the scoop like this. If we use 4 mapper, then 4 partition file would be created. So they are saying, like, we need to sometime merge all the partitions. Like, important thing here again, when this merge is finished, where this file would be created exactly? This file won't be created on the HDFS file system, it would be created on your local file system. So that is the challenge here, because if you are going to merge two very huge file, then it would be a problem for you, because your local machine might not capable handle so big file. So you be careful doing these things. Actually, when you are merging so big file, your machine can be out of space. And but we are here merging the small file. So let's copy and paste this command hdfs dfs get merge. So same in the simulator it is there. HDFS DFS get merge new line character we want to use between two files. So this is the new line character employee, and merged output would be given here. So let's see, do the ls minus ltr. So on the local file system this file should be created. Let's cat this file and see the content. So okay, so we have new line character, more than one new line character, because this tilde file has been created. So we can delete this tilde file because we don't need this file, and then can apply the merge command. Okay, so let's go to the hue again and delete this file, this tilde file, delete forever, and then again create the merge file. Okay, let's delete file sr minus rf and paste this merge file, delete it, and again for the previous command to get the merged output, and let's see what is the output now. This okay, let's do ls minus ldr and cat merge employee.txt. So now we have new line character, one new line character in this between these two files. Okay, the reason being still we have new line character because in our file we have created could have empty line. No, I don't see the empty line. Then, oh, this is not the correct one. Open another one. Sorry, again. No, I don't see. Okay, so using the new line character, put the new line, empty new line between these two files. Okay, so that is the question they will be asked, and we are implementing accordingly. Okay, so this is the merge file. If we have not used the new line character, what would happen? Let's see. Then we can compare it. Don't use the new line character and keep the merged employee1.txt and then see what is the output. Once this process is done, then cat it. So okay, so that is in the without space the new line. Okay, that's great. The problem here is like 6 employees on the first, and then this is not sorted. So that is the depend on the like how this actually merging is being done. Okay, so that's fine. So that is the how we implement the merge. Doesn't matter like order because we don't need it right now. And copy the merge file to the employee directory, what that are saying. So what we are doing, using the again put command, employee merged employee.txt file into the employee directory. Let's copy and paste. So various steps they could ask in the exam to implement in the single problem. So let's get do the HDFS DFS -ls employee directory. It should have our new file inside this. Okay, no such file in directory. I made an employee. Okay. Okay, so our new merge file is there. Okay, now let's go what exercise is asking next to implement or merge the employee list files, and merge files should be have new line character at the end of each file. Content upload merge file in HDFS and change the file permission on HDFS merge file so that owner and group member can read and write, other user can read the file. So owner and group members should be able to read in file, so read and write both. So what can be done is using that is chmod 66 is read and write permission both, other than execute, and 4 is only for read permission. So what we are going to do, chmod will be doing the chmod 664 on this file. So first let's see what is the currently is there. So currently only user owner can read write, group member can read it, and other member can read it this file. So let's change the permission here using this command. So just chmod. So this is similar command in the Unix you would be using. Now let's do the ls again, and we should have the permission change rewrite and read. So now this is read write and read. So the exam is asking sometimes to change the permissions on the file, so that's the reason the step is there. And what is the next they are asking in the questions, upload, and so changed accordingly permission has been changed. Write the command to export the individual file as well as entire directory from HDFS to local file system. Now they are asking to get the file from your local file system, from HDFS to your local file system. So this is the get command to get the employee directory in the employee underscore HDFS file system. So this is entire directory. To get, you can individual file as well, you can get it, so that is not a big thing. So it should have created employee underscore HDFS directory on local file system on the desktop. So do the LTR. So we do have this file pct, and we should have contained inside this. Okay, so all three files are there, okay, in the local file system. And again use the command employee and tech get the individual file. So we should have file already exist in the employee directory. So let's copy in the this directory. Okay, this directory also has to change the directory name. So it should have created new directory, or what, how it is going to do this. Let's see. I'll go to the desktop. Okay, let's employ HDFS. Oh, okay, this is merge file, this is employee file. So this is four file. Oh, this is the file. Oh, this has given the name as a file. So rather than, let's still clear this directory first, then do the exercise again. Go to the terminal and do this exercise. So it would copy in the employee directory again. Okay, so go to the where it has created. Okay, so now this file has been created under employee.txt. Why it has created here? Oh, because we are already inside the employee underscore HDFS. That's the reason it has created file inside this directory. So that's fine. That's all about these things. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, what we are saying, and we'll be adding sessions more and more, and keep visiting hadoopexam.com for the new update, and the various trainings are being uploaded. Soon we will be starting the training on Scala and Python. We already have on the Spark training. So keep visiting hadoopexam.com. We'll give you the as good quality material as possible, and please provide your feedback at hadoopexam@gmail.com, so we can provide you the better material. uh, okay, so and this trainings would be like definitely helpful for you to learn more and more on the big data world. We have other technology as well. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. Uh, and you would be given this session here on the CCA175 Cloudera.trainingforexam.com. So we'll upload this training material here, so you can watch it. You need to sign in here using the sign in button, and you need to subscribe to get the update. Okay, so this is under development still, so would be available soon on this page. Thanks for watching, and I'm stopping here. Thanks.